Okay, so I got a sandblaster for the projects that we have here in the house, for the cups, the fire pits, the keychains, the license plates, all that stuff. Soon I'm gonna start doing larger things for the Jeep things, signs as well. I'm gonna sandblast them. I'm gonna try brass, acrylic, wood. I think we already tried glass. I'm trying a bunch of stuff. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start doing that. But I'm getting dust buildup, right? So what I want to build is a very cheap Cyclone vacuum thing. Okay, get yourself at Home Depot palo. Okay, it's 1 3/8. Okay, 1 3/8. Then you need 1.5 couplers. Okay, 3 of them. 1.5 couplers. You know, 1.5 90-degree, the one with both ends. Okay, 1.5 90-degree. Then you're also going to get a 45 with the one. Get this one. Okay, it has, see how it doesn't have a couple on this side, it has a couple on this side. Get the one with the couple on one side. 45-degree angle, 1.5. Get yourself 2 inches the rubber silicone caps. Okay, 2 of them. That's it, 2. And last but not least, 4 buckets. You don't need 4. I'm gonna do 4 rigidity wise. They tend to buckle in if there's too much vacuum and you have the, you know, top it. And then I also saw that they're top heavy, so you put 4. Okay, you put 1 on the bottom with weight, then you put 1 inside that one that's cut at the rim, so the other one plops on top with a press. But once you press it in, it sits on because the convex. So you put that one, and then you put the other one on top, cut with a 3-inch barrier around it, so that way it's level, it's flush. Boom! You put the stuff on the holes. We got ourselves a vacuum. We'll put a Cyclone vacuum. Obviously, I'll show you how it all goes connected once it's all put together. But let's get to building this thing, and I'll show you how. Right? Okay. Cool. Awesome. Every 1.5 inch, we're gonna cut one off. 1.5 inch, 1 3/4. You know, that's a preference thing, but I'm gonna cut them at 1.5. Hi-ya. Yeah. Now we have all 3. Okay. 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch. Let's put these aside. Make sure you take off the burrs on the end. Don't really have to. I did. Don't really have to. It's a preference. A bunch of stuff is preference, right? We're just working through it. Next up is the bucket. What we're gonna do is, if you see this line right here, see 1 2 3, the second line, okay, that right there, we're gonna cut underneath this line the whole rim of the bucket. Let's get to it. We have to take off the handle. Gotta do that. The bottom, right, you see on the handle it has a hook. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull it out as you push down, so that way the hook ends up being pulled and pushed. We'll get both of them out. You don't have to cut anything. You don't have to mess up the side of the bucket. Just push and pull at the same time. Once you cut it down to the size, you want to get and trim the edge here so it's beveled, right? It's really hard to get on camera, but you want it to bevel inward, so when you go to put it on the other bucket, it's just a seamless little plop in place. Because if you have to mess with it and you get your finger stuck in here, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. So make sure, you know, just tweak it a little bit, try it out, see. You'll see. Just don't take out too much, because what you're really just trying to do is make it angled. That way it just slides on without a problem. So on the bucket here, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to make sure that where you end up putting it, right, just 1/4 inch from the side, drill a hole straight down, press this into the hole. You're gonna get this. Okay, you're gonna get that. Now what that does is the L piece and the 45 piece go together with the 2 1.5 inch pieces right there, and 1 in the hole. This is the 45, that's the 90, this is the coupler. Okay, it's all pressed together. None of it is glued. And then you're gonna screw a nail in to hold this guy right there. Okay, because make sure you're holding it. Make sure that the hole of this thing, what's it at? Oh, make sure it's pointing downward. Okay, to flow with the bucket in a cyclone. And the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put a hole directly in the center, 1 3/8 pipe. Okay, right there in the center. We got that second piece in there. We're just gonna plop it in. See how this little hole says fine. Okay. Just plop it in there. Get in there. Yes, one on the inside, one on the outside. Okay, we're gonna put that there just so we can tap it in. Put it there on the floor. Grab our other coupler. Okay, and press. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Okay. These caps are gonna go on top of these things. So when you put your vacuum hose, it's when you cut a little hole here for the vacuum, adds that extra seal so we can have the vacuum working just exactly the way it needs to be. All right, let's go ahead and set that up. Once we've done all the rigging for the PVC pipes, what you're gonna end up wanting to do is on the third bucket, right? You're gonna want to cut it 3 inches down from the top. I mean, really what you could see is you could see that there's a rim here, right? So the third bucket allows this entire piece to be under compression and not buckle at the seam. Nothing was done to these two bottom buckets. This middle bucket was drilled, cut, PVC taps on top, and then the fourth bucket is just for security. Now, underneath, inside here, you can do is inside that gap, you put either water, sand, rocks, whatever, you name it, weight. Okay, you weight, you put it on top of here, and boom, this thing will not, right? I mean, it kind of, mine doesn't really do much anyway. And once I have it with a tube, it's gonna be fine. So with this, I have 3 vacuums. So I have this one I'm gonna cut out for the smaller hole when I'm not using that one that day. And to accept the larger pipe, I also made myself an adapter. This is just blue painter's tape, and it'll go, you see right here on the tube. Boop. And that's all I gotta worry about. And then once you're done with this, you are done with your Home Depot Cyclone, a little vacuum cyclone. Let me know how it works. If you have any questions, like, follow, subscribe. Always wear your safety gear. Be 100% safe when you're doing this. These are not safety glasses, but they're just glasses. Safety, safety, safety.